Oh, hey guys, I didn't see you there. Make sure to subscribe and join the family. Well, let's go. Come on. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and join the family and help me reach 200 subscribers. I am so close, it's insane. Anyway, for all of you guys excited about today's video, I will get into that in just a moment, the huge benefit sale explanation video. But first, I wanted to give you a quick update on Coven, my Create Your Own. So if you guys didn't know, I recently got a Create Your Own named Coven, and she's on the screen right now. I had some problems with her. She has some shine marks and stuff on her face, and I wanted to exchange her with American Girl, and I've tried some ways to get it off, but it just won't come off. So my next step is to use micro mesh, but I really didn't want to do that if it was going to be easy for American Girl to exchange her. But unfortunately, it's been 5 days since I emailed them, and I haven't gotten a response yet at all. I am not very happy with that, obviously, but I'm just kind of deciding what I want to do from here, if it's worth waiting for them to respond, or if I want to try to take it into my own hands and fix it, with the risk of kind of leaving some damage on her face. And I really don't know, but I'm super impulsive, as you guys probably know, so I'll see what happens. I'm hoping they respond quickly so I don't do anything crazy, but we'll see. But anyway, today's video is all about the American Girl benefit sale. I wanted to kind of let you guys know what it's about, because I know a lot of you haven't been, or if you have been, you're missing it because this year was kind of a disaster and not a lot of people got to go. But I wanted to give you guys some information on it, really basic stuff, because I know a lot of people, when they talk about it, don't really go into any explanation, and a lot of people don't know anything about it. So here is the basics for you, and also, you know, prices and all that good stuff. So let's get going. So throughout this video, I'm going to be taking dolls that I actually got from the benefit sale and explaining things while showing you guys the collection that I've gotten from there. So first up, we have Caroline. I got her at the benefit sale in 2013. And what I'm going to be talking about with her is just basically what and where is the benefit sale. So the American Girl benefit sale is held in Madison, Wisconsin every year in late July. It is a benefit sale where they take all the money that they make and put it towards the Children's Museum. What it is American Girl actually gives them their returns and their overstock every year and lets them resell it. The reason why it's in Madison is because, if you didn't know, American Girl actually started as a Pleasant company, and that came out weird. Anyway, American Girl started as Pleasant Company, and it started in Wisconsin, in Madison, or Middleton, I think it's Middleton, but anyway, it started there, so that's where they contribute all of their money when they do this whole resale thing. So it happens every year. It's a huge deal. Lots of people go and they sell all of their overstock dolls and also some clothes and furniture, and then the outside always has other vendors and people who sell handmade clothes and beds and all kinds of stuff. But it's a really big event and happens every year, and it's held on Saturday and Sunday. And yeah, you can't really go if you don't live near there, but if you are willing to make the long trek, it's always worth it. So yeah, we're gonna get into some specifics, and I'm gonna tell you guys all about it so you guys can get excited for next year, because I'm gonna be there and hopefully some of you will too. This is Cullen. She was the first Truly Me I ever got at the benefit sale in 2013. I got her along with Caroline, and she was a doll that I wanted for a really long time, so I was so excited to get her. But she's going to talk about what's available and all that good stuff. So, as you guys are mostly aware, there's a lot of dolls available. The thing I want to talk about with her, because she is a Truly Me, is just the availability on Sunday. So I personally have only been to the sale on Sundays. Both years I went on Sunday around 10 a.m. and a lot of the time there are some dolls that are not available. In my personal experience, I've never actually seen any blonde Truly Me's still available when I've been in the sale, so most of the time they go fast on Saturday. So just a quick hint here, if you're planning on going to the benefit sale next year or any year after that, if you throughout the year are looking at $2 and you can't decide between a brunette Truly Me or a blonde Truly Me, go for the blonde, because 9 times out of 10 the brunette will still be there but the blonde will not. So just a quick little tip there. I've made that mistake a couple of times. Again, it really only matters if you're going to be at the benefit sale. But you know, it's a fun little thing to know, so I just thought it'd be fun to kind of give you guys some information on it, because I know a lot of people talk about it and never really go into detail, and it drives me crazy, because before I knew what it was, I was always trying to find so hard any information on it, what it actually was at the base of it, and not just, oh, I got this doll at the benefit sale, and you're like, what is that? Where did you do it? Why is that doll so cheap? What's going on? So yeah, but again, you know, there's always eBay too if you're not able to go to the sale. I'm getting off topic. Let's go on to the next topic. So to talk about the basic layout of the benefit sale, we have Samantha, a doll that I got in 2017 at the benefit sale. So this one is kind of more for people who are anxious or just curious about the basic layout so you're not so confused when you get there. I know it's something that I would have wanted to know the first time I went, because the whole time I was kind of like, how am I going to find what I want really fast? Like, I'm going to get freaked out and stressed out and stuff. So I just thought it'd be fun to kind of let you know. There's also a map I think they give you that you can look at, but if you want to know beforehand or just what I've noticed in the past, so the times that I've been there, you go through the giant warehouse doors that they leave open. It's like a giant garage door. And on both your left and right hand sides, there are historical characters. And you can kind of look at all of those, but it takes up a good chunk of the first part of the warehouse. And then on the back wall directly in front of you is all of the Bitty Babies and all of the clothing items and everything like that, and all of the furniture. And then you take a right into a different room, kind of. It's still connected, it's still open, but it's a different room sort of thing. I don't know. But anyway, on your left-hand side are all the Truly Me's, and then against that back wall are all of the all of the Girl of the Years. And then I don't really know where they keep the new Create Your Owns, because I haven't been there since they've had them, but I do imagine that they're somewhere close to the Truly Me's. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. The layout's pretty easy. It's really not that big of a deal. And then right by the exit is where you check out. So it's actually not as confusing as you'd think it'd be, and it's not as overwhelming. It's just, you know, it's nice to know, I guess. So that's that on the basic layout. So the next thing I want to talk about is doll limitations, and to talk about this, I have Azalea, one of the Truly Me's that I got in 2017. So I really don't know what the doll limitations are currently, because it changes depending on the year. Basically, you don't know how many dolls you're going to be able to get. It depends on their stock that they have. Most of the time it's pretty high because they always have leftover dolls from the year before, because most of the time they don't sell out, but after this year and the online sale that turned into a giant disaster, yeah, it was kind of a mess and they sold out. So I don't know what the limitations are going to look like next year, but most of the time it's usually, I think I got 11 dolls the second time I went. The first time I only got 2. So as long as you're not like huge into buying a ton of dolls to resale or to customize or anything, if you're just looking to get a nice little haul for yourself, I wouldn't worry about limitations. I know the limitations are higher for Truly Me dolls, and I think they're quite a bit lower for the other dolls. And I believe the first time that I went that you could only have 1 historical per ticket, but it might be more than that. It really just depends on the year, but just know there are limitations. It's not like you can go in and buy a million dolls. It really does depend on the ticket, and it's a lot easier to watch rather than when it was online. So if you're worried about, you saw all these people online being able to buy 50 dolls and you're like, well, I don't want to go if all the dolls are gonna be sold out, it's not a big problem in person because they can monitor it. And so don't worry if that was a caution for you. It's all good, it won't happen. But yeah, just be aware there are limitations. So the next topic is something I wasn't planning on talking about until quite recently. This is the doll flaws. So I noticed on Instagram recently people have been getting their benefit sale hauls, and they've noticed a lot of the dolls have had flaws, and I want to talk about that and just touch on it a little bit, because in person I've never seen a huge flaw like that, but that is why this sale is meant to be in person, because you can actually look at the dolls you're about to buy and make sure that they're not flawed. But I do want to talk about just a little bit. So these dolls are at a benefit sale, which means that they are overstock and returns, which means that 9 times out of 10 there is some sort of minor flaw on them. There's a reason that they were returned. So these dolls are not in perfect condition, but again, you're not paying perfect condition prices. You are paying for, benefit sale prices. So they're not going to be perfect. Most of my dolls that I have gotten have minor flaws, but nothing major. It's quirky and makes them cuter in my opinion. So it's really not that big of a deal. But again, you guys can actually monitor which dolls you're getting if you are in person at the sale, which is where it's meant to be anyway. So it's really not a huge deal. I wouldn't worry about it. But you do get to check out the dolls and just make sure that you are aware. Even if you don't see a flaw right away, there is a good chance that they will have flaws. I will talk about at the end of the video, I'll show you every doll that I've had from the benefit sale and show you each of their little flaws if they have one. But noticeably on Cairo in front of you, her nose on the very tip has a shine mark that I've never been able to get rid of. My next step is using micro mesh, but I've never actually bothered with it, so we'll see. But again, like I've said with Coven, I'm very disappointed in her because she is brand new and I did pay $200 for her. So I paid new doll prices for her, which is why I expect perfection. But with these dolls, I didn't pay new prices. I paid $50 for Cairo. So I'm not expecting her to be perfect, and she's perfect in every other way, so I'm completely happy. But just be aware these dolls do usually have flaws, and that's okay, and it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but just know that is something that comes with the territory of the benefit sale. Alright, so finally we're going to get into prices, which is what I'm pretty sure most of you guys are mostly interested in. So, I can only say from my experience. So I've been there twice. I've been 2 years, and they've been different prices each year, but they all kind of stay around the same ballpark depending on the quantity and all of that stuff. So, in 2013, the Truly Me's that I got were $60, so I paid $60 for Cullen. And then in 2017, all of the Truly Me's were $50, and because they had more stock of each doll. So it really does depend on just the year itself. The first year, the historical that I bought was $70. I got Caroline for $70, and the second year in 2017, I paid $80 for Samantha. So those went up, and the Truly Me's went down. So it all just depends on stock, like I said. And as far as Girl of the Year, the first year I went, I really wasn't paying attention because I already had McKenna, the doll that was available at the sale that year. Usually, as far as Girl of the Years, they have the Girl of the Years from the years before and not the current Girl of the Year because the year's not over yet. So, for example, in 2013, McKenna was available. I didn't look at her because I had McKenna, but I believe she was $110 to $120 for her. And then in 2017, I was looking at the Girl of the Years. I got Isabel, Leah, and Grace, and I paid $120 for each of them, which is over what you would pay new, but again, they were retired and I really wanted them, so it wasn't a huge deal for me. But again, Girl of the Years are more expensive. Each doll type has different prices. Usually Truly Me's are the cheapest, followed by historical, and then Girl of the Year. Alright, so before I sign out for the day, I just wanted to take a quick look at all of the dolls that I have gotten from the benefit sale and just quickly go through each of their flaws and talk about it just a little bit. So, Isabel has no flaws that I've ever noticed. Samantha has no flaws that I've ever noticed. Cairo has that shine mark on her nose. Cullen has a very weird shaped face. I've never seen a 55 with this face mold before. I personally love it because I think it's really cute, but it's weird seeing any other 55s because it doesn't look like mine. Caroline, her hair was completely messy when I first got her. I had to fix her hair up a little bit. Charlotte has a shine streak on her forehead. Azalea has a really weird shaped head. Sadie, just something about her eyes was kind of off, so I had to eye swap her. Rome has a head tilt. And Leah and Grace don't have flaws, but then again, I did pay $120 for them, and I think they were just overstock, even though they didn't have the hairnets. And none of these dolls did have hairnets when I got them. But yeah, I hope this helped you guys a little bit with your benefit sale questions. If you guys have any more questions or want me to do a part 2 with more in-depth information, make sure to let me know. But I think I covered just about everything. So I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me comments, like the video, all that good stuff. And I will see you next time. Bye!